think Liquid just showed up there. The option is there if I did want to take it, I guess, but I'm really not sure what I want to do. I don't think I want to be one. I don't think, like, if I'm not playing the game, I don't really want to do anything competitive.
Hello everyone, this is Luca from THESPIKE and I'm here with Fnatic's captain Boaster after their loss against Team Liquid in the VCT EMEA Stage 2. Boaster, this hasn't been exactly the series we imagined. Could I have your thoughts about what went wrong?
I think Liquid just showed up. They had a really solid game plan, and they were just, honestly, they were just shooting differently. Like in terms of us, just diffing us. Each player was actually getting diffed. It felt like we had some glimpses of like hope and stuff, but honestly, they played with so much confidence and just kind of disrespected us a little bit, and I think it worked.
Yeah, it was kind of it was a strange feeling on Summit because it looked like they went behind you a lot of times. They were just catching you off guard most of the times. And it was kind of strange. And this is the second time you actually play Summit in competitive because you played against KC the last match day. And are you liking Summit or you think there are still some things you need to sort out in order to play them up correctly?
No, I like Summit. I think there's definitely things that are still looking to sort out for sure. But I do like the map. I think it's a map that is not too bad for us. But like I said, yeah, we just need to fix it a little bit. And get to work. It's been a long week. Um, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long week because also in the match against KC, you had a very long series where it went to insane the last rounds. And KC are a team that at the moment admitted that they are playing without any strategies because of the meta on how is it working. While I think that Liquid are like a completely different team. Do you think that the fact that you passed from playing against a team of mainly gunners who are playing on individual skill to a team like Liquid affected your today's performance?
No, not really. I just think that's the hard thing about EMEA. It's got so many different styles. I think NA doesn't have too many. I think APAC also has quite a few styles actually, and China has I think mainly quite an aggressive style too. But I'd say yeah, Liquid they just disrespected. They just played a style that just disrespected us. They took a lot of map control and attack sides, and then on Lotus they ended up just rushing. You know, like individuals making big plays solo and stuff. It was kind of a crazy game. It went by so fast that I haven't even had time to really reflect on it. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those. You just got to move on. The season's not over, and we just got to know how to play against that style, I guess.
Yeah. Now, feel free to correct me if I say something wrong, but you're the kind of player that always try to bring new solutions to metas, new strategies, and this is what made you so successful as an NGL and with Fnatic and made you succeed a lot of times. Now the meta looks like in a kind of stuck situation, as I said, with attack being extremely strong and defense with Sentinels being a bit behind. And also, I saw G2 Leaf saying that in an interview that Sentinels are in a very bad state and there is not very much room for strategies, and a lot comes to individual skill. Do you think that this type of meta is affecting you as a team at the moment?
I think yeah, it's very obvious how the difference in meta from last year to this year is affecting us. I think we've had some other circumstances that are a bit unfortunate, but ultimately I think yeah, the meta has been a tough one this year with the double duelist and the people. It's very micro based instead of macro. I think there's still some macro stuff, but the micro and the individual mechanics is just on another level. Like people are peaking the way they're fighting, the way they're just double diving in. Double dive was kind of present at champs, but you also had initiators and sentinels also being quite relevant enough to stop this double dive. But it seems like double dive is still an issue on in the current meta, and yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, the Phoenix has dominated this year. Although we only saw him once today, and on Summit, I don't think he's like this or anything. But definitely on other maps he's been quite dominant. Yeah, I mean this game went so fast, bro.
Speaking about unfortunate things, Cloud came in to as a substitute for this stage, and he was the AGL back in Giant X as far as we know, and now he has come to play with you, and you are the AGL himself. And has he adapted well with your way of doing things?
Yeah, I mean, I think Cloud said in an interview he loves it, you know, not having to IG anymore and just listening to me. And I think yeah, he adapts pretty well. I think today was just a weird day.
Yeah,
That's all I
that's
can
all.
say. Like we'll have to just bounce back and try harder. I'm not entirely sure what happened. It was just an absolute aim diff, and then once they start getting the confidence, they start being able to make even more crazier plays and ballsy plays and doing stuff together, and it's just something that we have to get used to. But yeah,
Yeah.
Cloud was yeah, he likes it.
So I wanted to switch a bit the topic on something I was speaking about yesterday with a Navi player. I can't spell his name correctly. So there is a discussion at the moment in League where a lot of ex-pro players are becoming coaches and are taking over the role. This isn't a trend which has really come to Valorant, maybe because it's a newer game. It hasn't that many years, and Angel is basically the only example of a player of head coach that we have at the moment. And your career has been very long. You played for a lot of time. You got tons of experience, and you are a great IGL. And like I wanted to ask you, would you like to become a head coach one day?
Um, Obviously, I think the opportunity is there, but I don't think I want to be one. I don't think like if I'm not playing the game, I don't really want to do anything competitive in that style. So I think I'd just go on to try like other stuff in life and maybe go into a bit more content creation and use and just try new stuff. But obviously the option is there if I did want to take it, I guess. But I'm really not sure what I want to do. Karrigan's 36, Apex is 32. Admittedly, it seems like they're on a different level. Uh, and so it's just trying to get to that level and maintain the career that I'm going in. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah. And you started your career in CSGO, if I'm not wrong. I remember that you were hopping around CS Italy for some time. And yesterday I was also chatting with Bipo about that fact that in some European countries there isn't an esports culture at all. Like in Italy, we don't have an esports culture. In the UK, there is not a big esports culture too. Like people are more into PS5 or stuff like that. And I wanted to ask you why, in your opinion, is there such a big difference in comparison to countries like Spain or France, where the crowd goes absolutely wild when esports come in?
I'm not entirely sure. I think growing up, a lot of kids had like consoles like Xbox, PlayStation, the Wii, and stuff. And so I think PCs was a rare breed of gamers. And yeah, I think that might be a little bit why. I'm not entirely sure how the other cultures work, but I know Turkey has like a lot of gaming cafes because Alfie said he went to one quite a lot and stuff. And that I don't think that was maybe they were around, but not in my town at least that I was aware of. So I think maybe it's because of that, but I'm not sure. So maybe it's because there weren't many like famous, like it wasn't famous. Like football is the big thing in the UK and stuff, and um. Yeah, so maybe that's where all the players go. They go into that.
Yeah, it's very biased. And last question, you used to be a League player. You played League a lot, as far as I know. And
Yeah.
League Classic is now coming out. Did you have the chance to like give it a look? Do you like it? What's your opinion about it?
The funny thing is, I didn't play League back in Classic, so actually I've never played the Classic. I think I played like once or twice, because I was actually playing like other MOBAs at the time that at the time I thought were better. They just obviously kind of like League took over and became the dominant one. But no, I haven't had a chance to do it yet. But Alfia wanted me to play with him in the next 2 days for our days off and stuff, so I said maybe I can do that with him.
So thank you, Booster, for your time and best of luck for the next of the split. And thank you.
Thank you. No worries.